In our production, we used a tripod. The tripod is lightweight, which helped us when carrying it around to different locations. As well as this, the tripod enabled us to keep the camera steady, which helped us to get better and clearer shots. The steady footage subverted connotations of her disorientated mind. We want to provide this subverted connotation for the audience, as we believe that it would make them think about the idea of an evil, supernatural threat following her instead of a mental illness. However, after evaluating our opening sequence, we think that maybe this was too sophisticated for our primary mass market audience and probably confused them. We also used a reflector, which is an improvised or specialised reflective surface used to redirect light towards a given subject or scene. We used the reflector in the wood location as it helped us to direct the light onto the subject's faces. We think that this worked well as our character's complexion was enhanced and it improved the overall quality of our opening sequence.
This is an H4n. We also use this in our production.
The H4n's body has a thick rubberized coating. This helped tackle concerns about handling noise. As well as this, the H4n is really good for close sound, which we used in various scenes. We found it quite difficult to use the H4n as it was quite complicated to transfer the sound over to the computer and find our actual recordings. After a few tries, we came to terms with this. We followed these instructions to make sure the H4n was on all the right settings before we started recording.
We also use this XLR cable.
This links the shotgun mic to the H4n.
We also used a boom pole and a shock mount.
The boom pole allowed us to get the sound that we wanted without getting the mic in the shot. The shock mount cushions the mic, which helped us to avoid any unnecessary noise. The shock mount attaches to the shotgun mic.
This is the shotgun mic.
The shotgun mic worked well for our production, especially when filming in the bedroom scene, as we managed to capture the sound of our protagonist frantically waking up from her nightmare, which increased the realism in our project.
We used a dolly in the shots in the corridor so that the camera movement was smooth as the surface on the floor inside wasn't bumpy.
We used a GoPro, which will insert an image here. This was used for the underwater filming as the GoPro has really good quality, especially when filming submerged in water. Also, it was really easy to film with because it is so small, so we found we had a lot of movement to film and swim underwater with.
We used a stabiliser for the shots outside so that we had more control of the camera, especially in the forest, as the surface wasn't easy to walk on and stuff, and especially in the shot of the protagonist running and the camera tracks left, it was easy to control the camera when it moved.
The lens that we used was a Minolta 70 to 210 lens, and we used this because the quality was really good for filming, plus it really enhanced the video imagery as well. When we came to post-production, it was really easy to help with colour grading, so we didn't have to do as much work there.
And the camera that we used was a Sony SLR A65, and we used this because the settings are really simple to use, so doing things like changing the white balance for the shots in the corridor was really easy.
The software that we used was Final Cut Pro. We'll insert a video after this video of some of the tools that we used when we were editing. And if we were to improve on our production, we would definitely work on the sound, as for some of the sound that we used, such as like the twig breaking, it wasn't that great because the H4n was very hard to use, and so the sound that we picked up from that was just from the camera. So we would be, if we were to do it again, we would practice more with the H4n and just getting it working and finding our sound as well, because we struggled with that.
And also, if we have more time and more access to equipment, the track around the girl's face, the 360 track, we could have made that smoother and the shot would have been a bit nicer in the sequence.
So that's all the equipment we used. So yeah.